Hola amigos, hola amigas, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido, bienvenue, croesaui, assalamu alaikum, welcome to Hooverlux, Dorian here. So here in front of me I've got my Sentria 2, which I absolutely do love, the colour of the bag. It's very retro. So I've washed and cleaned the bag, I've put back the mini emptier. Because when I was watching the video on there's like 6 parts of the official kind of like Kirby Sentria, sort of like how-to video on YouTube, they were calling it the Mini Emptier. Now I thought it was called the Mini Emptor, but they must have changed it now to the Mini Emptier. Anyway, thanks to Steve for reminding me about the correction of the serial number. So I was getting it a bit wrong, I was getting it a bit confused. So the 81405, so the 8 is actually the factory number it was made at, 14 for the year 2014 in May, so it's May 2014 in factory number 8, number 95193. So this one, as I said in a previous video, was used for a lot of carpet shampooing. So it's in a bit of a state, to be honest. It runs okay, and the LED lights work. And it's got plenty of suck and blow on it, it's fantastic. But considering it's only 2014, it's in one hell of a state, it hasn't been looked after. So this is going to be stripped down to the bare bones, polished, waxed, cleaned, oiled, stripped out, see if any parts need doing on it. There's a little issue with the tech drive, but I will see about that when I've finished it. And this is, I think this might be a different cable because it's got the 2 screws there, but it's got this for the one that used to go on the side here. So I don't think this is an original cable. I think they've had a new cable. Actually, I'm positive they've had a new cable because it's not even the right color. But anyway, it's a new cable, so I'm not really fussed about it as long as it works. So without further ado, let's get stripping this thing apart. Now, today arrived, I bought myself some nice long screwdrivers with the I can't remember what they're called now, anyway, with that ends to them. And I purchased myself a little pack of pickers to pick things, so it makes it a bit easier. So I've already cleaned and washed the bag and everything, so that's fine. So I'm just going to take that out, take it off, and put it to one side. I'm going to unplug it and undo the cable. I'm going to take off the handle, and the first thing I'm going to do is strip the handle. So first of all, I'm going to take off the big screw at the side. So when I put it back together, I'll grease the spring on it so it's not going to make that noise. I'll take the screw off, and I'm going to put my bits in the bucket for cleaning. That's the top of the handle off. Right, now with my lovely new screwdriver set, let's take the screws out. So just like the first Sentria, we got 5 screws here. Holding this black plastic cover on. And that will come off. And then there's 2 more screws down here holding on the little coloured plastic part. That looks like a smiley face. Oh, hello. And then that plastic part will just pop out. There we go. So I will give that a good clean and a good polish. I'll polish it on the machine. Okay, so that is the handle. Next, I'm going to take off the screw at the side that holds on the cover for the use my new little pick. I should just use a flathead screwdriver. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely, I think that's one of the G series cables on it. It's not the same colour. We'll see if I can source a Sentria one. Right, so there's these 2 screws at the side that were for the bracket on the cable. I'll take them off because I'll have to do it for polishing anyway. So next, let's lift up the light hood. Take off the belt, loosen that off, remove the rug plate for cleaning and polishing. It's not in bad condition, the brush roll. It does have some, it did have a lot of hair wrapped around it. I've actually removed a lot of gunk that was on it when I bought it, so that's not too bad. So that's the brush roll. Still got plenty of wear in it. A bit manky. Now I'm going to take out the sugar, just drop that. The brush roll indicator light. Grrr. Got all these bloody fibres wrapped around it. Put that to one side. Let me just get the vacuum. This is really badly tarnished. It's just really manky. There is a little bit of rust on the inside, but it'll be fine after I polished it. I'm going to remove this. So that's the cover. The two metal washers. The actual hook and the plastic part. So there we go, that's been released, so that'll be all polished, cleaned. Henry back again. Okay, now let's start on the main vacuum. Let's pop the cover off. Oh, shit. No, see, I forgot that screw. There we go, that's off. Let's get the cover off. So we got these two at the front. Two at the back. And let's lift it off. Take the guards off each side. Okay, it stopped recording for some reason, I only lost a few minutes. So as I was saying, that wasn't recorded. The main difference with the Sentria that I noticed with this is the main body, the main carcass is no longer metal. It's now plastic, it's a thick plastic. I don't know why they've done that. I don't know why they changed it. I don't know why it's plastic. It should be metal. That was the whole point of them. They may have done it to make it a bit lighter, but I can't really say I've noticed any difference. Okay, let's pop off the on-off switch. Okay. Right, I'm going to take this light fixture part off. I'm going undo 2 screws at the front. I'm going to do the ones at the back. Take off the 2 little washers as well, I almost forgot them. So what I'm going to be able to do now is to move off the body, the handle body. Right, actually before I do that, I'm going to dismantle this light fitting. There's 2 screws inside here, inside the light cover. And then there's the little brackets that hold it on. Okay, and that's the little bracket taken off. That's the bracket arm. So that's taken off the light. So all I need to do now is just to pop the lens off, remove the trim. There we go, that's the trim. And then that's the metal light head then for polishing. And the other thing I noticed as well, on the first Sentria, the light housing was different. This is just a PCB board with all the circuitry on it and the LEDs, whereas the other one was more like a unit and you could unplug it here, and that was fantastic. This, on the other hand, is very, very, very delicate, so you have to be really careful when you're removing the little PCB board with the lights on it, because you don't want to damage the PCB board. So I've managed to take that off. And if I unplug the light at this socket here, and I unplug it from here, and then I can just pull the light through, and now the light is completely off, which reveals the drive for the handle for the tech drive. It's a bit dusty. It's not in bad condition. I will dismantle it and clean it and re-oil all of these and lubricate them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the tech drive. Three screws underneath holding up the tech drive. As the tech drive starts to slip out, make sure it's in drive, undo the belt, tech drive belt, and then the tech drive body falls out. There's the belt. So I can't remember this being so loose. Because when you spin it, see, it's not quite turning that cog, and that was the issue that I was having with the tech drive. So this back part's all fine, but when it's actually on the tech drive, see, it's moving there, the cog at the top. It's moving. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I've ordered a new tech drive for it, a replacement tech drive. When I was pushing it around, the tech drive on it just doesn't feel right. So I don't know. I've ordered a new tech drive for it, so I won't be putting this tech drive back in. I've ordered another Sentria 2 tech drive from a guy on eBay that sells every Kirby part you can imagine. It's fantastic and really reasonable as well. So there we go. So that's a new tech drive for this one, so I'm not going to be bothering with anything with this. I'm just going to put it to one side. Now let's remove the cap with a big flathead screwdriver. Gently prise it up around the outside, and it will just pop off and be full of gunk in my bucket. I'm going to remove this face plate, so I'm going to remove the remaining screws at the front. And then just take my big screwdriver at the gap in here and just prise it open. Prise it off. Geez, that's in a mess. It's not too bad. I don't know, the woman who must have owned it must have had really long hair, because it's just like long hair all over it everywhere. It's awful. Now I'm going to, while I got it here, is to take off this height adjustment mechanism for the front wheels. So the screws are loose, sugar. The screws in the brackets. the screw on the floor. There we go. There's the spring. The wheels. Give that a proper clean. The front. It's not too bad. Do a good polishing. We'll just get Henry to clear this up. And what I do with any remaining seal is I've got a very sharp, like Stanley knife blade, and I just gently run it along and take all the old seal off before I put new seal on. So the last thing to do now is to get the body out. So I've got my little clip, hook, lift, pull it out. That part of the vent fan, when it was metal, used to be a separate part, but now it's all moulded plastic. It's moulded into it. So we've got 4 screws holding on the. Oh, actually, I need to take this off first. Take the fan off. Pop my 9mm spanner there. Take my nice new straight hook. Oh, that's better. Gotta have the right tools. It makes such a difference if you have the right tools. Peel off the curly hair. Remove the washer, the metal washer. Remove the fan. And the little plastic washer behind there. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the fan off. Take out my screwdriver, the spanner. Now I'm going to remove the screws from the bottom first. It is undone, it's just not coming out. Oh, you little shit. That'll pop out. And 2 screws down here with washers on. And then release. Screw to pop out. Come on, you little bugger. Still bloody holding on. There we go. There we go. So that is the motor out. It's not in bad condition. Give it a bit of a tidy up, bit of a clean up in there. That'll be fine. And here we have the main body. The main now plastic body out. It's a bit manky in places, but it's not too bad. It's not as bad as I first thought. But still, I'll give it a proper good cleaning. And that'll come up looking like new. So there we go. That is it apart. What I'm going to do now is clean up, as I normally do, clean up all the different parts. And I'll strip this and oil it out and give everything a good old cleaning. And then hopefully one day this week I'll do another video to put it all back together. So there we go. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Thanks to Steve for reminding me about the serial number, and a shout out to anybody else as well. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you.